Hey guys, it's March 17, 2021, 4:10 p.m. This is Heart Marinal Salvador speaking. Back up and listen to the first episode of Where is the City of Greens? The one and only podcast made to teach the world's citizen to stand against deforestation. By the way, my fellow podcaster would introduce themselves.
Hello guys, I am Arabella Basabe and welcome to the first episode of Where is the City of Greens? Today, we will be answering our question of the day. What will happen if we continue deforestation? Does deforestation really lead to devastation?
I am Nathaniel asking you, are you one of the world's people who is deeply in love with nature? If your answer is yes, then stay tuned because we will provide you a long, winding, and alarming news about our land.
Hey guys, what's up? I, Janelle Anparaso, promise you that we will have an interesting and jam-packed show for today's episode. We are going to introduce 3 environmentalists that will tell us deeper knowledge about deforestation and how we could prevent it.
Good day and welcome to our podcast. I am your host, Elayaki Malignana, and today we are going to talk about how people fail in sustaining their forests. I am very sorry for that, listeners, but it is the truth.
Hi everyone, this is Rena Jane Aranco. Before introducing our special guest today, I would like to tell you that at the end of this podcast, we have a little surprise for you. Please stay tuned for further details. And now, I'll introduce you a special guest today that will tell us more about deforestation.
Hi, I'm Miranda, an environmentalist. Sadly, we have been in a lockdown, but deforestation do not. In the last summer, square miles of forest went up in flames. The year 2020 saw many forest fires around the world: Amazon, Canary Islands, Iduki, India, and more. Animals are in danger because their habitats are ruined. And by continuing deforestation, we're also putting our lives in danger because we all knew that we can't live without these natural resources.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Miranda. Now let's also welcome the 2 environmentalists.
Hey! Thank you so much for inviting us. I am Rena Jane Aranco, and with me today is John Daniel.
Hey guys, I'm John Daniel Bactol. Partner, please continue.
Deforestation was enormously quickened by human activities since 1960. Forests cover more than 30% of Earth's surface, but 48% of those trees are gone. Every day, almost 80,000 acres of trees disappears. Isn't it alarming that the forests are shrinking due to deforestation?
Yes, you heard it right. 80,000 acres a day? I know it's too harsh. Fortunately, these trees are used for daily living. Our furniture, paper, sponges, wine corks, car wax, hair dye, charcoal, toothpick, chopsticks, and more made out of trees.
I have a question. Will there be a time that we will run out of trees?
Oh, right. And what will happen if we run out of trees?
Yes, we may run out of trees, and unfortunately by that time, Earth can't be sustainable life anymore because trees need to be provided for our food, shelter, and even the air that we breathe because forests are our lifeline.
With no trees, the land will heat up and lead to enormous wildfires, and this could lead to world famine.
According to the experts, we may run out of trees in 300 years.
World without trees? Guys, what do you think of Earth without trees in it?
I think world without trees would cause massive extinctions of groups of organisms, not just locally but globally.
Without trees, formerly forested areas would become drier and more prone to extreme droughts.
I think massive erosions will impact the bodies of water.
Yes, and when rain comes, flooding would be very disastrous.
Speaking of rains, islands stripped of trees would lose their barriers to the ocean, and islands could wash away.
No islands means no beach?
Yes, erosion could also destroy coral reefs and other marine habitats.
In addition to mediating the water cycle, trees have a localizing cooling effect. They provide shade that maintains soil temperatures and they absorb heat then reflect it. With all those cooling service lost, most people where trees formerly stood would become warmer. And over time, large amount of carbon would affect the oceans, causing extreme acidification and killing possibly everything.
Trees help to cool the total climate by absorbing heat, and without trees, temperatures will begin to rise, causing a warmer planet.
Poverty and death will prevail on the 1.6 billion people who relies on the forest. Sadly, but tribes will surely extinct by that time.
Forests with tribes used for their livelihood, including their food and medicines. They couldn't cook food because given the lack of firewoods.
By that time, a lot of us will be jobless, such as the farmers, fruit growers, paper makers, loggers, or carpenters. Agricultural industries will be forcibly closed.
In addition, a research said that trees and nature are good for one's mental well-being.
Yes, that's right, because whenever I walk at forest, it drives my stress away.
Me also, seeing a breathtaking view increases my energy level.
But even if we could live a world without trees, who would want to?
It would be a struggle to survive without trees. Many of us could die from starvation, heat, drought, and floods.
Trees make our lives better in many ways we may not notice. But trees cleanse air, stores carbon, and provide food, timber, fuel, and medicine.
In replacing trees, if we lost them, it will cost us $1 billion for the ecosystem to revive.
Even if we could revive the ecosystem, trees grow slowly. It will take decades for them to reach maturity and reproduce.
I always wish that trees are like animals.
But why?
Because, unlike animals, trees cannot move when their place became inhabitable.
So, does loss of trees affect a human's health?
Yes, loss of tree acts as a distributor of insects-borne disease and other infection disease that afflicts humans.
Trees are always working to keep us strong and healthy.
What are the natural causes of tropical deforestation?
Its natural causes are hurricanes, fires, parasites, and floods.
What are caused by humans?
Human activities such as agricultural expansions, cattle breedings, livestock farmings, timber extractions, mining, oil extractions, dam constructions, and infrastructure developments.
But what is timber extraction?
It is where centuries-old trees are cut down to make timber or cellulose for the furniture of paper industry. Any woods cutting really causes a serious damage to the ecosystem. And because of timber extraction, even unattractive trees which have a biological and economical value are cut down.
Are there indirect causes?
Of course, there are. One of which is insufficient political actions and government failure, corruption, and wrong public administration investment.
Also, political and socio-economic causes are population growth, military conflicts, and changes in the climate.
So what are the alternatives for the trees?
It can be a hemp, bamboo, wood composites, plastic wood, cardboard, and even a newspaper.
Newspapers. Isn't that a paper?
Paper can be made without trees. Paper can be made out of material like hemp. Perhaps, paper made from no tree sources is also less expensive than the one made from trees.
There are many alternatives for trees. Listeners, research now and act on it today.
Forests are one of the most important ecosystems on Earth, and nearly one-third of people in the world depend directly on the forest for their livelihoods. So listeners, please be responsible in using tree-made stuffs and stand against deforestation.
Thank you so much, our dear environmentalists. It was an informative talk. And now we will teach you strategies how to reduce and prevent deforestation. I'll go first. One of the strategies is plant a tree. Planting a tree may help reviving our ecosystem in the future.
Use less paper. Don't use paper if you don't have to. There are many applications on our phones that we could type notes. And recycle paper and also cardboards. It can be pulp or use it as a paper mat.
Buy only sustainable wood products like chairs, tables. There are bamboo straws and cutlery set today. Consume everything less. Our society is over-consuming. We're consuming too much and demanding too much from our planet.
If we start consuming less, we'll be contributing to lower the demand. As a result, the production of goods is likely to slow down.
Take good care of your technological devices. Yes, our gadgets are a source of deforestation too. Why? Because building phones, laptops, contains minerals such as lithium, copper, and nickel. The extraction of these minerals are very polluting and likely to take down existing trees to create mining sites.
But, unfortunately, the tech industry is one of the fastest growing industry.
Spread awareness and raise consciousness. Teach your family, friends, or colleagues about the issues, about deforestation. Let them know and empower them how to be a responsible consumer.
Another is stop corruption and don't tolerate the unhealthy habits of the government. It is really important to have political voice if we are looking for changes. Did you know that corrupt governments are often paid by illegal logging companies so that their activities will be ignored? For those who are listening today, please vote wisely and do not support corrupt politicians and their systems.
And I think that's all for this week's episode. And guys, as a promise, we have a little surprise for you.
you can contribute in our program to change the world. We are collaborating with our dearest environmentalists on planting trees. Please join us if you want to heal our land.
And one thing's for sure, it's worth spending some of your time in activities like this.
Just message us at our Facebook page named Where is the City of Greens if you are interested, and stay tuned for more details.
Thank you so much for listening in this week's podcast. Next week, we'll continue on giving you reliable information.
It's a pleasure serving you guys.
Make to subscribe and comment your rating or review below. For more tips, reach out to us at our page or any social media accounts.
Have a good day, everyone. And again, thank you so much for listening.